So welcome to the first pause and practice. We're going to look at how to start a pause and practice and how to upload. So what I've done is I logged here into Simnet, and let me get to our main area. It's taking me a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to do this on a split screen, so you can have your sim book on one side with the instructions and have your Word document on the other side. If you have a dual monitor system, it's really nice to be able to have the instructions on one side and then the actual Word document on the other, but I know not everybody does. So in my upper right hand corner for my internet screen, I'm going to click this restore down, and then that will make it so that I can adjust the size. And I am just going to pull this over. Hopefully it will log me in here at some point, or get me where we need to be. Let's see if I can go to I am doing Simnet in Chrome. I may try to switch over. I like Firefox better, but on this computer I was recording with, we were having an issue with Firefox. I tried to get into it last time, so here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go to cwidaho.simnetonline.com and my username and password. And we'll get into, okay, so we're in the correct class, and I need to find the sim book chapter, Word chapter 1. And then when I go there, I can actually scroll down to where I find the first pause of practice. You can also do this just as you're going through the chapter and reading the book, but this gives us all of our instructions. So it says first we want to open a new document in Word. I've actually launched Word here. And I'm also going to restore down in the upper right hand corner so I can make my screen the size that I want. And I just do that by dragging the corners. And as I'm here, I have the option for a new blank document, so that's just what I'm going to do. Double click on the blank document. You'll have more options there, so you can decide how you want to do that. And now here Word is for me. Now it'll look a little weird because it's a smaller size, but you can always just change that, or if you have it full screen. I just have not printed out. My printer is also out of ink right now, so I can't print the instructions, but that is an option, or if you have the physical book. Okay, so step 2, we want to save the document, so press F12 to open the Save As dialog box. You'll need to make sure you've clicked over into the Word, Microsoft Word area here. So I'll do F12. That opens the Save As, so we can save it where we need it. And I'm just going to put it on the desktop for now. Whoops, except I didn't read the rest of it. It wants us to save in step C, type your initials PP1-1. So I'll do another really quick Save As file, Save As, and I'll go to the desktop. And we will call this LWPP1 or W1-1 for my initials. Then we'll be able to just find it easier. And then click Save to close the dialog box and save the document. So we've done that. Step 3, create an autocorrect entry. Click the File tab to open the Backstage view and select Options to open the Word Options dialog box. So this is File, here, Options, and then on Autocorrect, under options, the proofing button. Okay, there we go. And we want autocorrect options. And they want us to type in Cavalli in the replace area and Cavalli in the with area, the two different spellings. Basically what we're saying is anytime if we accidentally mistype the word Cavalli, C-A-V-A-L-I, we want to replace it with the C-A-V-A-L-L-I, meaning the correct spelling of the last name in this exercise. So we'll say we want to add. Click the add button. Oops, I made it big. Click the add button to add the autocorrect entry, and then click OK to close the autocorrect dialog box. And then we also want to click OK to close the word options dialog box in step G. Now, they want us to click the Show Hide button. You'll use Show Hide. It's this little icon right here quite often in this class. And this just shows us kind of what our where our paragraph breaks and things are. So it helps us to kind of see what we're doing. They want us to type the current date on the first line of the document. So for me, it is August 29th, 2015. Once you start typing it, you can just click enter and it will automatically insert. That's step A. So we want to then press enter 2 times on step 6. Enter, enter. And then we're going to type the following information as the inside address. And after each time we make a line break, they want us to press shift plus enter to insert a line break. And the reason we do shift plus enter is because right now our document is set up to do kind of a space in between, and we don't want that space. So if I were to just type the David and Sharon Wing with a regular space, see it puts a space in there. But if I am at the end of my line and I do shift enter, hold down shift up while pressing enter, then I just go right on to the next line, if that makes sense. 4685 Orange Grove Road, Rockland. Oops, I forgot to do my shift enter. Shift enter. Rockland, California, 97725. And then they want us to type enter or press enter, and then type the following salutation and subject line. Press enter after typing each line. So, dear, that's what I'm doing here. Get that back on the right line. And enter dear Mr. and Mrs. Wing. Subject. Disclosure statement. Okay. And then we will type the body paragraphs below in step 9, and we want enter at the end of each paragraph. Okay, so we're just going to type that. And you can pause here if you need to type, or just go along with me. There is income. And in step C there, they want us to press Control-Shift-Spacebar to insert a non-breaking space between the words real and estate. So we don't want to do a regular space. And that'll just ensure that the real and estate transfer disclosure will stay together. Be sure to address those types of questions on the real, and then Control Shift, so holding down both of those, and then spacebar. And estate. Item number 11 on page 2. And then we want to type best regards as the complementary close, and then comma, and then enter 2 times. And then we want to type the letter writer's name, title, and company name. And step 11, let's see here, Emma. Let me see if I can get on the right. There we go. Oh, we want to do keep them together, right? So shift and enter, shift, enter. And then press enter after the company name. Type your initials, and this is proper document formatting. If you're formatting a document for someone else and you were the one that typed it up, you would put your initials. LW for me. Get back in the right thing here. LW, okay. And then when so I'll press shift and enter. And when I do that, it makes the L and my LW capitalized, but we want it to be lowercase. So all we have to do is kind of hover over until we get over my LW until we get this autocorrect options. We'll click on it, and then we'll do undo automatic capitalization. See, and then that'll take us back to our lowercase w, which is actually proper formatting, believe it or not. And then step 13. On the next line below the reference initials, type enclosure. And that just tells the person receiving this document that there's some kind of additional enclosure in the envelope. So I think we're done with that. And now we can Control S to save. That's how I do it a lot. You can also click this little purple icon in the upper left hand will save. And the biggest thing is just making sure that you know where your documents are saved. So I saved mine to the desktop. I would actually recommend that you make a folder either in your documents on your machine or on a thumb drive that you're saving all of your documents to. You can also upload to the cloud, and I'll show you also how to upload and submit when we get to the guided projects, but and to save them. But you do have to do a lot of downloading and uploading. So if you have a thumb drive, or you can keep your documents on your computer where you can find them, that's the biggest thing. Okay, so they want us to click the File tab and select Close, or press Control-W to close the document, or you can click the little X up in this corner, but we'll do it how they say. So we'll go up to File and then Close, and that's closed our document. So that's 1-1. You can watch the next video for 1-2 as I get it built out, but hopefully that gets you going. And then you can just check the next. That's going into our next set of things. And then you will upload this into Blackboard. So let me show you in our Blackboard site where you're actually going to upload. Okay, so we're going to go to blackboard.cwidaho.cc and let's see if I remember my student username and password. Let's see. If not, I'll just show you. Okay, so this is my student view. Gotcha. Okay. So now I'm going to find our class. Oops. Let me get into the actual one that's like for you guys. Section 004W. And then we'll just go into pause and practice. And then you can go to pause and practice chapter 1. And I've made this so that you can do multiple attempts. You can attach a file by browsing your computer. And then I'm just on the desktop, so there's my file right there. You'll open it. And then you could also attach additional documents. If you had done additional, you can upload them all together by just doing multiple uploads. So this isn't actually it, but I'll just open Doc 1 so you can see you can add multiple things. If you already submit, you can go back into the submission and upload multiple that way too. So I have done these, and now I can either save it as a draft and come back to it and upload additional documents, or I can submit it and then come back later and do multiple attempts. So saving as draft is kind of nice because then you can come back and upload additional documents, or you can wait till all of the pause and practices are done for the chapter and upload them all together. Usually they oftentimes continue from one document to the next one. So as long as there's just a finished document at the end, that's fine, whichever way you want to do it. And you can also, so we're here, you can start a new one, or this is your attempt. So if you start a new attempt, you can add multiple documents here. That makes sense. Let me know if you have questions. Okay, so there's pause and practice chapter 1, and then for the first one, and then there will be additional. So look for the other videos. Thanks.